Okay, so we've got this function here, y equals the integral from 0 to x squared of t minus 4 cubed dt, and we have to find the gradient at the point where x equals 1. So whenever you have to find gradient or slope or rate of change, what we're talking about is the derivative. So we want to find dy dx. Okay, when x equals 1. So dy dx, differentiating this function, remember the derivative of an integral, which is the function itself, so it's with respect to x, it's x squared take 4 cubed times, just put that there, times, using the chain rule, times the derivative of 2x, x squared, which is 2x, and that's it. So when x equals 1, dy dx equals, what have we got, 1 minus 4 cubed times 2. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 to the power of 3 is minus 27 times 2 is minus 54. Okay, and then the second part of the question, so that was part A. The second part of the question says find the turning points. If at x coordinates are the turning points. Okay, so here's a function, y equals x squared take 4 cubed times 2x. So the turning points are x equals 0, x equals 2, or x equals minus 2. Okay. And then it says what are the nature of the turning points. So just have a look at when you put 0 into this function. So to find out whether there's a local min or a max, you substitute the values of x into the function at a slightly smaller and bigger values. So let me demonstrate it with 0. Okay, so here's a function, dy dx equals 2x times x squared take 4 cubed. Okay, so what happens when x is 0, this function is 0, when x is slightly below 0, then what we're going to get is that this function is going to be slightly, so when x is less than 0, but not much less than 0, then dy dx is going to be greater than 0. Okay, because we've got this number here, which is 2x, is going to be negative, and this number here is going to be 0 minus 4 is minus 4 cubed, which is also negative, so that means that the negative times the negative is going to be positive. Similarly, when x is slightly bigger than 0, then we've got inside the brackets, we've still got a small number minus 4, so it's this negative number, cubed, which is still going to be negative, multiplied by a number that is positive, so therefore negative times a positive is negative, so it's less than 0. Okay, and so that means that, so look at it this way, so if 0 is the turning point, then when it's slightly less than 0, the gradient's positive, in other words, it's sloping upwards, and when it's greater than 0, the gradient goes to negative. Okay, so therefore this must be a max. Okay, and we do the same thing for the other two, and we find that x equals 0 is a max, x equals 2 is a min, and x equals minus 2 is also a min. Okay, but that's the process that you use to calculate that.